Good evening, dear friends. Welcome to Kakala's Geography Lectures. Today, we are going to discuss a non-geography topic, a science and technology related topic, COVID-19, that is coronavirus disease 2019, and the buzzword of plasma therapy, which we are coming across very frequently in news media these days. I always took immense pleasure while discussing science and technology related topics, as myself professionally a biotechnologist, qualified research scholar, worked as junior scientist. That's why, because of interest which I have been developed and because of the experience as a junior research and development executive, I would like to present this lecture in the perspective of UPSC or APPSC, TSPSC examination perspective. That's why I took up this topic to comprehensively put together various factual information that we are coming across in newspapers every day. I try to segregate various information provided by World Health Organization and Indian Council of Medical Research and its nod for various institutions in India to take up this plasma therapy as one of the effective treatment method in treating with coronavirus diseased patients. As I already said, this lecture will be useful for your civil services prelims and mains examination, and also for group 1 and group 2 prelims and mains examination of both APPSC and TSPSC. We'll start the lecture. Before going to understand what is this plasma therapy, let us briefly see what exactly is this virus. For that matter, what is a virus? Before going to discuss the coronavirus, we will see what is a virus. Among many other organisms that have been created in this nature, virus is one of such organisms. And some scholars says it is a non-biological material, that is, it is a particle, whereas some scholars says it contains some of the living organism features. Whatever the discussion, whatever the disputes with respect to the living nature of virus, that is purely biology related aspect. But for the sake of this discussion, we have to understand virus is originally a particle, that is a non-living organism. But when it entered into a living cell, it acquires some kind of living organism nature. To say virus about its life characters, it is an extremely microscopic or even nanoscale material that ranges from 5 to 300 nanometers. It is actually a parasite. Most of the viruses are parasites. Parasite in the sense, an organism that depends on other organisms for its living, food, shelter, or any other purposes. These parasites may be dangerous sometimes or may not be dangerous at some times. This coronavirus, however, is dangerous. We will discuss that in a couple of minutes. This micro-sized, often 5 to 300 nanometer material, which is often a parasite, it carries its own DNA or RNA material, that is a genetic composition, a genetic fabric that codes for its characteristics is either DNA or RNA. The DNA or RNA may be either single stranded positive sense or negative sense or double stranded. That is different aspect. But the virus generally contains DNA or even RNA as its genetic material. And as I mentioned, it is a particle when it present in the natural environment, and when it infected into a living cell, then it behaves like a living organism. Various research have been done by Martinus Berznik. He is the one who actually identified and named viruses. In fact, many scholars even before him identified these particles, but they didn't name it. But this Martinez named these particles as viruses when he observed this infection in tobacco plantations. Here you can see a typical virus, shape of virus here. This is a typical virus and it is T for bacteriophage. This virus generally infects bacteria. That's why it is known as bacteriophage. Virus generally contains a head which contains the genetic material, and it have a collar. One second, this technically. This virus contains generally the material, the DNA or RNA material, and the collar and the shield. This DNA material, when this virus infects any organism, either bacteria or any other living cell, with this tail, it sucks up to the surface of this living cell, and the DNA or RNA material which is present in the head will be injected into the living cell. Thus, the infection starts. Coming to the structure, the head, the capsid material, the surrounding material is a proteinaceous material. Below that, it's a collar. All these are proteins, and this is tail ends. These tail ends are generally helpful in sticking to the surface of any living organism, living cell. Later, because of the pulling effect of these tail ends, the viral DNA or RNA will be injected into the living cell. Then coming to this novel coronavirus, this belongs to the family of Coronaviridae. Virus also have some kind of classification. This virus belongs to Coronaviridae. This Coronaviridae in its subfamily Orthocoronavirinae. This coronavirus belongs to the family of Coronaviridae and subfamily of Orthocoronavirinae. This virus is generally a single-stranded RNA. It is a single-stranded RNA that contains 26 to 32,000 bases. Bases here in the sense it is the genetic material, adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. It is RNA, as it is RNA virus. Instead of thymine, uracil is present. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, and uracil are nucleotide bases. These kind of nucleotide bases are present 26,000 to 32,000. That's why the genetic length of this single-stranded RNA genetic material which is present in virus is 26 to 32,000 kilobases. And this virus surface is projected by a club-shaped proteins. When this entire shape has been masked, it appears like sun's corona. Because of this effect of protruded protein, club-shaped protein on its surface, it acquires the corona shape. That's why this virus is known as coronavirus. Then what is novel here? Novel in the sense, this is for the first time this kind of coronavirus strain has been identified in Wuhan city of China. Coronavirus are present in the nature. Even before this COVID pandemic in 2019 and present day, coronavirus present even before that. But this virus which we have seen, which is causing COVID-19 pandemic, is a novel thing. This kind of strain has been for the first time identified. With respect to its origin, many theories have been and many politicized debates have been also going, whether it is a biowar, whether it is a kind of escape of harmful virus from the laboratory of Wuhan city, or it has been transmitted from the fish market or animal market of Wuhan city. That is different debate. What does this novel coronavirus do? This virus causes a simple illness to either animals or humans. This illness ranges from simple common cold to more severe Middle East respiratory syndrome, which we faced this earlier, MERS, Middle East respiratory syndrome, severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, are today the present day pandemic of COVID-19. That means coronavirus disease. Then this coronavirus disease, what are its symptoms? The symptoms of coronavirus disease COVID-19 includes fever, tiredness, dry cough, and in some instances it also observed aches and pains, body pains especially, and nasal congestion, blockage of nose, runny nose, sore throat, diarrhea in some conditions also, anosmia, that is sudden loss of smelling ability, unable to smell the substances. Symptoms generally ranges from very mild to even harsh. And 2 days back, excuse me, Indian Council of Medical Research said that about 80% of COVID-19 infections are asymptomatic. That means it is not showing any kind of symptoms, which is much troubling and worrisome issue for these virologists and the medical professionals. Otherwise, if it does not show any kind of symptoms, then people generally tend not to go to the hospitals or for the medical advisors, isn't it? That's why, because of this negligence, the outbreak of corona has been increasing. But however, coming based on the news we are coming across, the doubling rate in India has been decreasing drastically because of the efforts of the government of India or concerned state governments. Then coming to the treatment, is there any kind of treatment presently available to treat COVID-19 infections? To say more accurately, no present day treatment has been available. And hydrochloroquine and other antiviral drugs have been prescribing by various medical practitioners, but all these medications are just symptomatic in their treatment. That is, they reduces the symptoms, but it is not the cure for the COVID-19 infection. And because of the Western and traditional medicines and home remedies have been following by many communities globally, it is also some kind of symptoms reduction, but that is not the accurate and appropriate medication or treatment for this COVID-19 infection. To date, there is no any kind of vaccine, and it takes around, it is a more common question that whether vaccine will be available in short span of time. And many medicinal practitioners and many virologists, scientists have been saying that it took around 1.5 years for the vaccine potentially available to the global markets. Because of this lack of either treatment, lack of vaccination, staying separately, avoiding contamination with coronavirus is the better solution we are having at this point of time. But however, global communities, global nations have been doing much research, and they are doing convalescent plasma therapy, a kind of treatment, potentially remarkable treatment that is going to show some desired results with respect to treating this coronavirus COVID-19 infections. And 2 days back also, Indian Council of Medical Research gave nod to the Kerala based institution to go for clinical trials with respect to convalescent plasma therapy. That's why this convalescent plasma therapy is in use very often. Since 4 or 5 days, about this therapy has been frequently mentioning in the newspaper, but some factual information have been missing there, which is required for the examination point of view, and some kind of technical understanding which generally the aspirants, very new aspirants, could unable to understand. That's why I put all factual information together along with some kind of technical discussion here. What is actually the convalescent plasma therapy? Before going to discuss that, we have to understand two important terms. What is meant by plasma? Out of many components, among 4 important components of the blood, one is RBC, that is red colored erythrocytes, cells that is present in blood of a human. WBC, that is immunocytes, white blood cells that fights with the antigens, and platelets are which often called as thrombocytes for the clotting purposes, and it also contains an yellowish fluid which is known as plasma. This plasma is actually a mixture of water, sugar, fat, protein, and other salts. Out of 55% of this plasma is comprised of water. The main job of plasma is to transport materials from one region of the body to the another region. Another very important and significant materials, please don't mind, this is not corona cough. When I teach loudly, I generally get this kind of incidental cough. These antibodies are carried by this plasma. Antibodies. Now understand what is meant by antibodies. Antibodies are proteins. They are proteins generally present in the blood. Whenever an organism is infected by any kind of virus, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, or any other foreign materials, our body have the ability to secrete certain kind of proteins that struggle and war, battles with the infectious agent, and finally kills that organism, that antigen, that foreign object which enters into the body. These antibodies are nothing but Y-shaped proteins. They are sometimes called as immunoglobulins also. So antibodies or immunoglobulins are the proteins which are secreted by our body cells, which are beta cells, to say immunocells, beta cells of our immune system, that fights, attacks with the antigens, foreign material that entered into the body. See here, Y-shaped antibody that is sticking to the antigen and finally killing and neutralizing the effect of that antigen. When this COVID-19 patient, or when a person is infected by this coronavirus, that patient, because of his natural immune system, natural defense system which he is having, the defense system secretes plasma, as I said earlier. These plasma contains certain antibodies. The COVID-19 patient secretes certain antibodies against the coronavirus which was infected. After a long battle between the antibodies which have been secreted in the body of infected person, fight attacks with the coronavirus for a certain period, and finally that antibodies win that war, and this coronavirus will be defeated and finally killed and eliminated from the body. Because of this efficient immune system that person is having, the antibodies which have been secreted by this patient after his recovery, certain amount of plasma will be collected by the medical professionals, and from this plasma, antibodies are either directly injected to the severely COVID-19 infected other patient, or the plasma is directly transfused to the patient who was already or critically infected by this COVID disease or coronavirus disease. The antibodies which are present in the recovered patient, when it was injected into the diseased patient, or the patient who is suffering at that condition, we have to ensure that the plasma does not contain any other harmful viruses such as either HIV, hepatitis B antigen, such kind of viruses. So the plasma which has been collected from the recovered person will be checked for the absence of any kind of other dangerous viral particles. This plasma therapy has been introduced by a German physiologist, Emil von Behring. A German physiologist, he introduced this therapy, and this therapy has been earlier advised by World Health Organization in treating 2014 pandemic of Ebola, 2019 H1N1, hemagglutinin neuraminidase acid, H1N1 infection. In 1918 also, this kind of plasma therapy has been used, but in its rudimentary format, because this plasma therapy has been not well developed at that point. But however, in 1918 also, this technology has been often used for the treatment of Spanish flu infected persons. A couple of days back, Indian Council of Medical Research gave nod to Kerala-based, Thiruvananthapuram-based Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Sciences and Technology to go with the plasma therapy treatment as a clinical trial for the alternative treatment of COVID-19 infections. And after that, Tirunanthapuram based institution, the permission also given to 100 other organizations for the clinical to conduct clinical trials in this plasma therapy. That's why this plasma therapy is going to be a game changer. Plasma therapy is going to be a significant breakthrough in treating with the COVID-19 infections. This is what actually, when we put together various biological terms, the contemporary news, WHO and ICMR guidelines, and other institutions which have been very prominently involved in this COVID-19 treatment research and development. So far, by the time I prepared these slides, about 100 institutions got nod from Indian Council of Medical Research to go with convalescent plasma. And news have been coming about 6 or 7 years back, that 6 or 7 hours back, that a Delhi patient, a patient 49-year-old, very severely infected COVID-19 patient from Max Hospital, have been for the first time injected, transfused the plasma from the recovered patient, Delhi-based recovered patient, and it is showing very effective results. And the person who is earlier under the ventilator have been now shifted, and his condition has been drastically improving. That's why this plasma therapy is said to be a game changer in dealing with these COVID-19 infections, and hope that this research, this clinical research, will be proven highly 100% successful, and let this therapy, let this science and technological development will help us in dealing with this global crisis of coronavirus COVID-19 disease. As far as now, there is no proper medication, proper treatment, except this well development of plasma therapy. That's why please take care of yourself. Please stay in home until the authorities are asked you to follow certain guidelines, follow certain relaxations. Stay home, stay safe, keep prepare well. Thank you.